Today, I'm back in Atlantic City. I'm going to be checking out what is considered as the most luxurious hotel in AC. I'll check out this pretty nice resort, the pools, the food, my room, and so much more. And is it really that luxurious? Most of these are all high-end shops as well, like you've got a Hugo Boss. No prices though, you'll notice. One thing this hotel has a lot of, and you'll see this everywhere, is the glass chandeliers. This beautiful glass that's handmade, been blown like this, look at it. Now this does feel a little bit more premium. It also has its own check-in area. And it has its own pool, which I'll show you a little bit later. All this is glass. Look at this. Look. Okay, let's head up to my room.
31st floor. Going down.
So you've got two towers in this hotel. You've got one side which is the Borgata, and then you've got the MGM at the Borgata. Now I did originally book a room in the Borgata side, but I did get offered the chance for an upgrade. And it is still cheaper than the most expensive room here at Atlantic City. But is it as luxury? Well, first coming in here compared to the other room, this suite gives me a lot more rooms. For example, the first room on the right hand side is a very posh bathroom with just a toilet and some very nice artwork. All this is marble. Attention to detail though, it's pretty nice already. And this is just one toilet. The minibar area is a bit bland. It's almost like it's an afterthought really. Complimentary bottles of water, and I've got a coffee machine. Again, there's nothing in the minibar. There's no upsell going on, which is very unusual. Best thing about this room though are the views that you get out of, I think that's east, and the south view. First of all, if you fancy eating in the room, modern marble dining table with leather chairs, very nice. The lights are funky, but it's that doesn't look very nice. And there's another plug socket thing here on the floor, which I guess they would have probably had another lamp here, because one thing you notice about this room, there is no lights, there's no lamps, there's nothing over this side. So when it gets dark later, you've only got the light from there, and there's no lights over here, which is quite odd. Let me just show you the view. Looking over to Harrah's, a very open view there. And then this side is a much better view. In fact, you can see the whole of Atlantic City from here. You can see over to the Ocean Hotel, the Hard Rock, Barley's, and the Golden Nugget just there. Yeah, that's a nice view. Nice couch, very firm, very nice just to relax on and watch some TV. I can really smell. Why can I smell marijuana? Like really strong. So someone's smoking it outside, So the smell's like it's coming from the AC. That's so weird. There's no smell from outside, but it smells like it's coming from the AC. Maybe just wafted up briefly through the AC. Huge TV, info there about the restaurants, the casino, the pool. Little armchair there. Another marble coffee table. A lot of marble in this room. It's very nice. Okay, let me show you the bedroom. A huge king bed, but what's the mattress like? What's interesting is over the other side, they didn't do mattress encasements. Oh, blood there. Over the other side, they didn't have mattress encasements on the mattress, but they do on this side. But There's like loads of blood stains, which is never a good sign. That's a bit grim. They are supposed to wash these mattress encasements, but it doesn't look like they're doing that at all. Someone's hair on there. But the bed test feels pretty good. I'll tell you how well I sleep in the morning. In some of my other videos, I've always complained where they've had like really old phones in these luxury hotels, but that looks like it is a fairly new phone. Branding is on point, even on the pen. USB charging built in the wall. So the bathroom's around the corner. This is a dressing room area. That could have had a bit of a wipe down there. There's hair on there, makeup. There's no robes. There's no posh hangers. The bathroom is nice though. Big marble sinks, polished as well. Very nice. Even the tissues have got a marble coating on them. So yeah, I am being overcritical here, but these are polished, really nice. But obviously the lime scale is building up on these. Complimentary shower gels, but this is a fairly big shower. You can see at least 3 people on there. And I would say about 4 people in that shower. And then through here is the toilet. I know it's just a toilet, but it's quite nice. It's very satisfying on the toilet roll. Just goes to show, you see, if you don't lift up the covers, you never know what horrors or bloodstains are underneath. And it's really surprising the amount of luxury hotels that I've been to that have really stained mattress and stained sheets. Now, this is an interesting debate to get into because I have people say, well, you don't see all of that, so does it really matter? Let me know in the comments. Do you know, everything feels more expensive these days. Between travel, subscriptions and everyday spending, it's really easy to lose track where your money is actually going. That's why today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is worth checking out. Now, I'm definitely guilty for signing up for subscriptions and then sometimes completely forgetting about them. Rocket Money shows all of your subscriptions in one place. And if you're not using something anymore, you can just delete it directly from the app with a couple of taps. Rocket Money is a personal financial app that helps you see everything in one place. Your spending, subscriptions and your budgets, so you have a clear picture of your finances. One of the standout features is how it brings all of your subscriptions into one list. If there's something you're no longer using, Rocket Money will help you cancel it direct from the app, helping you cut out unnecessary monthly costs. It also categorizes spending automatically, which makes it easier to understand your spending habits and where your money is going without having to manually track everything yourself. Rocket Money is free to download, with some features for free and others included with premium. If you're in the US and you want to check this out, make sure you use my link, rocketmoney.com/walkwithmetim. You can scan this QR code on the screen now. You can also click the link in the description to get started. Thanks again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. Although it does seem pretty busy in here, it is still midweek and a lot of the restaurants are currently closed because it's January. So first of all, let's have a look at the food hall, which most of that should be open. Oh, that's not open. Typical Wednesday, Thursday. Looks nice in there though, it's got a fireplace at the back. Loving the chandeliers. Like a full-on supermarket going on. Deli as well. So if you don't fancy the dessert in the restaurants, you can come down here and get a slab of cheesecake. Red velvet cake, wow. The size of the portions. So yeah, it seems a bit silly, doesn't it, coming to one of the most luxurious hotels in Atlantic City and eating down here. So I'll find a restaurant, don't worry. So apparently the steaks are really good here, but I'm gonna have to just fantasize about that I've ate one because they're not open. Basically a liquor shop in a casino. Never seen this before. It's some expensive whiskey. Never seen that in a casino before, a liquor shop. So there's bread and butter where I can go for like burgers, chicken salads, sandwiches, tuna melts, that kind of thing. Or my other option for tonight is this Italian restaurant, because a lot of the other ones are closed midweek. So I am a little bit gutted because I was going to try the buffet, which is just here, but again that's closed midweek at the moment, probably winter hours. But I thought I was going to be different and try the buffet tonight, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, this is open. Seems like I've come in the busiest restaurant in the hotel, probably because most of them are closed on a Wednesday. But yeah, quite a long wait for my food at the minute. It was a good 20-minute delay. I went for the chicken parmesan, which was okay, with a side of pasta. The restaurant was super busy, probably because it was the only steakhouse open in the hotel. Anyway, in the morning, we're gonna check out both pools. We'll also check out the rest of the hotel and breakfast too. I'll see you in the morning. Night-night. Good morning. So last night's sleep was generally okay. I have to say though, the soundproofing in these rooms are not that great. I got woken up a couple of times just by people going to the toilet. I could hear people shutting their doors, walking around by the hallways. The bed itself was okay. It was a little bit hard, so I found it a little bit difficult to sleep. But other than that, it was okay. Right, it's just past 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's go get some breakfast. Music is extra loud this morning, so gonna have to do a lot of talking. As we make our way to breakfast, there's a lot of choices. Actually, I can just grab something and go if I want. I mean, look at the size of those. They're currently celebrating the Chinese New Year at the minute. I've seen photos of this. It changes throughout the year, which is pretty cool. So right where I ate dinner last night is something that looks like a British pub actually. It's called the Metropolitan. It's supposed to be good here for breakfast. Go check it out. If you're from the UK, you'll understand this reference, but it reminds me of like a Wetherspoons, or the old style of Wetherspoons pubs back in the UK. Hello, morning. Yeah, can I get some coffee please? Regular coffee, that'd be great. I'll give the blueberry waffles a try. Yeah, thank you. Even at breakfast they give you iced water. I'm going to stick with a coffee. Oh, look at this. Diet starts tomorrow, right? Blueberry waffles with a side of crispy bacon. How crispy though? Perfect. All the times I've been coming to the States, I've never ever been asked if I want my bacon, how I want my bacon. I've never actually had blueberry waffles. These blueberries are huge. It's good. I just love the bacon. That was really nice breakfast. Now normally I don't have that kind of breakfast. Obviously couldn't do that every day. That was actually really good, and the price that I paid was just over $40 with the coffee included. So because I'm staying in the MGM side, I get choice of two, the Borgata pool and the MGM at the Borgata pool. So let's go check them out. This is nice. Especially with the sunshine coming through. So it could be minus 2-3 degrees outside, but in here it feels tropical. Got a bar as well. So as it's still winter, the outside pool is shut. It's not heated, unlike some other hotels here in Atlantic City. That is an over 21 pool, so kids aren't allowed in there, but they are allowed in the other one, which we're going to go and check out. static shocks everywhere. Might be my shoes, but I'm getting static shocks everywhere, everything I'm touching. I mean, this seems nice, but I think I prefer the other pool. These are the gardens. From here, it doesn't look like a casino hotel, does it at all? So how much did it cost for one night to stay here at the Borgata Hotel in Atlantic City? It's a little bit complicated. So originally when I booked, the price came to 191 British pounds. But when I arrived, bearing in mind this is January, so yeah, it's a good price, isn't it? But when I arrived, I was offered the chance for an upgrade. But it wasn't to stay in the Borgata Tower because they only had a certain class of room. And to be honest, it's a little bit outdated. I did go and check out the room, and to be honest, it did look a little bit outdated. So I thought, yeah, I'll go and give this a try. So the extra charges, and this is quite hilarious, really. I mean, I don't know whether you can see that, but there are so many extra charges. I haven't bought anything in, like, well, there's no minibar. I haven't charged anything to my room. So the room upgrade was $250. There was a room upgrade tax for $2.50. Then there was a room upgrade tax, Atlantic City Lux tax for $20.50. There was a room upgrade tax, New Jersey Lux tax for $9.06. There was a casino room OCC surcharge tax for $2. There were casino, and anyway, there was charges here. 18 cents, 7 cents, 2 cents, room occupancy $3, resort fee, important, was $30. Then there was a resort fee tax, and a resort fee tax on New Jersey, Atlantic City, then a resort fee occupancy tax. Again, it was only just cents. Then there was a fee promo added on, and a tax added. Anyway, so the grand total of the extra charges came to, and this is dollars, I'll put the conversion on the screen, $325.69. So all in all, it came to probably under about 500 English pounds. Bearing in mind, it is January, so prices are obviously going to be lower. It was during the week. Now, the resort itself was pretty nice. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I'm glad I did change rooms because really randomly on the other beds in the other tower, they didn't have mattress encasements. By the way, that's not the reason they upgraded. But this side, they did. I also saw a dog when I came in. Now, I know they have sniffer dogs here to smell for bed bugs, so whether that was to do with that, I'm not sure. The room wasn't amazing, but it was pretty nice. I mean, the views are spectacular over Atlantic City and over the wasteland over there. Breakfast was pretty good this morning. The food last night was okay. Obviously, I was quite limited to the amount of restaurants that were open though. Let me know in the comments if you've stayed here. But if you want to see the most expensive and cheapest place in Atlantic City to stay, make sure you click the video here. Or if you want to see something slightly different, why not click here? Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.